New York. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Nice footwork at the 25. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this.
Taking it right down Broadway. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Bulls are on the board here first in the season opener. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. field at the 49-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's 4th down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Bulls offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ooh, the juke. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And up Brooklyn. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional ones aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bulls are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Number 38. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one. This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Done. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The first down pass.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the option. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Rutledge. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Texans.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Houston.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st down, Rutledge. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bulls offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Done. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Done. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Done. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Done. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls continue to pull away here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 36-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Austin is there and brings in another one. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bishop. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Done. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bulls are pouring it on. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense taking over again. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, A little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second down and 3. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
They'll set up the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And touchdown! A big play there. 94 yards. And the Bulls will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bishop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Castro. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. Okay, Brandon, thank you. The show you love to love, back for another year. A busy week 1 of football. Let's get into it. And this is the running back for the home team. He's going to get the carry here.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nifty move. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powers through it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 137 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On first down, Avery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Off the bootleg. Done. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Number 18. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and less than a yard.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to at least get one score back. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Gets around him. 5. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Done. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Done. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
42-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Operating from the gun. Done. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. $37 on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Avery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Bishop. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
3
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Dunn. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Dunn. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Dunn. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bulls are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Texans 16.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. It's caught by Coleman. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Texans first down.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman.
The first down
Will come up 2nd and 7.
to number 83. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Second and 15. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third.
They'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Up the middle they go. Woodson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Done. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 2nd down and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Rutledge. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Brooklyn, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.